This is Good Day Las Vegas.
Good morning. Good morning.
I haven't heard that song in a long time.
You're welcome.
Thank you, John.
5 o'clock, it's Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm John Langler.
I'm Alex Backus. I like that song.
Just a little serenade.
Yeah.
Small little serenade.
It's a good one.
Breezy outside.
It is.
When you came to work.
I was driving down the 15 and my car was moving all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't think something's wrong with my car.
Well,
it's windy.
it's possible.
Yeah, it is. It's always possible.
No, Sherry, it's not Alex's car. It is, in fact, the wind.
Or brain.
Yeah, if you have a very lightweight car, if you've got a scooter or motorcycle today, you're probably going to feel that wind a little bit more. It's not outrageous, but it's definitely up there, 15, 20, 25 miles an hour. Nellis has had gusts over 35. So we do have some isolated neighborhoods that have had those higher winds, but I think we're going to keep these northerly breezes generally up to 20, 25 miles an hour out of the northeast. It's behind a cold front that moved through overnight, and it has opened the door for some cooler air. Now this morning is not downright cold. I mean, we're generally in the 60s, but that's because the air is all stirring around with the winds out there. We'll be very slow to move that thermometer today. Upper 60s by 10 o'clock, low 70s at noon, and mid 70s. This is a little bit closer to normal instead of those extra warm mid 80s like we've had over the last couple of days. Just be safe in the wind today. 5:02, let's check in with Nate for your commute.
And that is good news in terms of the wind not being a super big factor for traffic. The overall traffic map as you're getting going here on your Thursday morning at 5:02, staying mostly green. There is a ramp closure, the South 95 515 to go eastbound onto Lake Mead into Henderson. That should be lifting here any moment now. Wanted to take a quick minute to let you know that you still can get to Red Rock Canyon, even though yesterday's helicopter crash has closed Charleston from Sky Vista over towards Calico Basin. All you have to do is get down to the south on Highway 160. You can use Decatur, Rainbow, Buffalo, Durango, or Fort Apache all go down to Highway 160, and this is how you end up getting to Red Rock while Charleston remains closed for that fatal helicopter crash investigation. John, Alex?
And Nate, this morning, debris from that crash is still all over Highway 159. One person was killed in that accident last night.
And that aircraft went down yesterday afternoon. We have Hector Mejia live near the scene. And Hector, as you see behind you there, the road is still closed right now.
That is correct, and as Nate was mentioning, this stretch of Highway 159 still closed this morning and will remain closed until about noon today. And you can see right where it starts. Closure starting at about Sky Vista. We've learned the pilot killed was a 53-year-old man with a Connecticut ID. The second person on board is in his late 20s. At last check, still at the hospital fighting critical injuries. Investigators say this was a Robinson R-44 helicopter that was left in pieces scattered on both sides of the highway near the Red Rock Visitor Center. The FAA needs time to collect every piece. That is the reason for this extended closure. Many witnesses were around when the helicopter went down yesterday afternoon, and we talked to one man who says he saw the aftermath.
It was pretty much smashed, and the tail of the helicopter was just on the opposite side of the road, so it definitely hit hard when it went down.
According to Nevada Highway Patrol, witnesses were quick to call 911 and help out the victims until first responders could arrive. And back out here live, obviously still a very active scene. It'll remain that way until at least close to noon. Still ahead in the next half hour, Nate will have your latest traffic update for this area. Reporting live, Hector Mejia, 8 News Now.
Hector, thank you. 5:04 now. A man is dead after being hit by a car overnight in the Northwest Valley. Metro police say a 74-year-old man was trying to cross Buffalo near Cheyenne just after 8 last night, and Metro says he was not in a crosswalk. Police say the driver that hit him did stay at the scene and showed no signs of impairment. Alex?
John, Metro Police says it will no longer hold people only wanted for being in the country illegally. The program called 287G was an agreement with federal authorities. Metro would detain people on immigration holds. Well, there was a recent court ruling over in California that said states need a specific law allowing immigration holds on behalf of federal authorities. Nevada does not have one. In a statement, Sheriff Joe Lombardo called this change a setback. Metro says it will work with ICE to remove people arrested for violent crimes.
5:05, Las Vegas Fire and Rescue investigating a series of arsons. The fires are happening on Bromley Avenue near Jones and US 95. 6 fires have started there in the last 2 weeks. Investigators believe 3 were set intentionally, and in those cases, dumpsters, cars, and a laundry room were burned. Most of these fires have been happening between 5 and 6 a.m.
Another new apartment complex is coming to downtown Las Vegas. Plans for the project expected to be revealed sometime next week. This one will go up at Casino Center in Colorado. Inside, there will be over 61 bedroom units on 3 different floors. It is the first in a series of apartments being planned in the downtown area.
This area has a diverse group of restaurants and bars, and this will be the first larger project, the largest project in the area. It'll be a place where the people that work in the bars, work in the restaurants, the hair salon, the galleries can actually live. They can walk to work. It'll help move the needle significantly in the neighborhood.
So construction is expected to be complete by May of 2020. An official unveiling of the complex is set for next Tuesday.
Have you ever wanted to learn hockey without actually learning hockey well? You can show off your hockey skills and keep the skates off. This is pretty cool. City National Arena has a new experience. It's called VGK VR. It opens today. Fans will be in a virtual reality experience where you can practice passing the puck, shooting the puck past a goaltender. The Golden Knights, the first NHL team to make that available. That
that's
pretty
so cool.
nifty, yeah.
Especially for those of us that can't,
I need to take the whole team on a skating expedition. We're going to learn. I'm going to teach you all how to play hockey, and next thing you know,
It'll be an experience.
you'll be on the Golden Knights. 5:07 here on your Thursday morning. Coming up next, no one's counting, except us, apparently. Only 10 weeks left before Christmas.
Oh, no. Is that it?
Just 10 weeks.
Oh, boy. Okay, so the holiday deals, several stores are ready to launch already.
That's coming up. Plus, Halloween's a week away. We got your whole calendar planned. We're going to be live at Opportunity Village for what spook-filled fun they have set up.
Prestige, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge.
You're watching the Valley's news leader with John Langler, Alex Backus, Sherry Swensk, and Nate Tannenbaum. This is Good Day Las Vegas on 8 News Now.
Well, we've been sharing a lot of Halloween happenings around the Valley in Southern Nevada, and now it's time to add to that list.
Oh, and you've probably heard about this, but if you haven't, it's a great one supporting a great cause. We're talking about Halloween, currently open at Opportunity Village.
Bianca Holman is live there inside the magical forest, and this one is always such a great haunt for big and little kids. Bianca.
Yes, Sherry, when we rolled up to the campus and saw this big major sign, it said the magical forest. It's very welcoming, but of course, you know, there is just fun and laughs in this beautiful campus that they have here, decorated for Halloween, the Halloween event. And this is the 7th year, and I'm actually joined by Casey, who's with Opportunity Village. So tell us about what people can expect this year.
Well, we have a couple new attractions this year, so you can come in and you'll kind of get the atmosphere of Halloween. And we have 2 new rides. We have the Whirl and Twirl and the Orbiter, and we have 4 new escape rooms. There's so many great lights to see. It's just a lot of fun to be here.
Definitely, and also this is all for a great cause. The proceeds, where do they go?
They go to Opportunity Village. We're a nonprofit here in Las Vegas. We serve adults in the community who have intellectual and related disabilities, and all of the proceeds go back into our programs and services to aid their lives.
All right, so having fun with the family, coming out here, I'm pretty sure there's snacks and treats and all that, and rides, and a photo booth. And this is the photo booth. We're in the photo booth, right, Casey?
We're in one of them. It's a great one.
And also give us the details, because of course people are probably making their plans for the weekend. When can people come out? What are the times?
So we're open nightly now through Halloween, and we open every night at 5:30 p.m. You can come out anytime. It's only $15 if you just want admission, or if you want unlimited rides, it's $22. So it's pretty affordable, and you can come anytime that you'd like.
Have fun. It all goes to a great cause. And in the meantime, you all know I love a great Instagram picture. We're going to take a little photo booth picture. Let's get over here, Casey. Are we going to just do the regular peace sign, scare, R, you know, are we vampires? What are we going to do? Look, you got to look. Hey! We'll do this one. There we go. We got to make sure you can come and do this photo booth at Opportunity Village for Halloween. Bianca Holman reporting here live, 8 News Now.
All right, Bianca, thank you very much.
That looks fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Opportunity Village is just one of so many places that's doing something fun for Halloween. You can go to 8newsnow.com for a list of what else is happening around town. Also, many of our viewers keep sending their awesome Halloween decorations, their photos. Shout out to Celeste Arvin for these pictures of her spooky house decorations. I think we have it. Celeste, do we have Celeste's photos?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you can.
They're so spooky.
Yeah,
we couldn't show them. It's not safe for television.
Oh, there. Oh, wow.
Oh, she's not kidding.
Oh,
yeah, that's scary.
Okay. Yeah. So.
That looks like Johnny Depp didn't have dinner for a while.
Wow, Celeste, you go all out. That looks fun.
Oh, that's really good. Gosh, that must take her forever. Look at that jack-o'-lantern.
Very cool. Well, if you've got pictures as good or better than Celeste, post them on our Facebook page, and we'd like to share them with everybody.
Oh my God.
That's good witches brew
That's
going
great.
on.
Okay, moving on from Halloween to our morning jolt. It is Halloween related, though. Of course, it is a week away, but something got our attention. Little town in Virginia. I don't know if you knew about this. They have banned anyone over the age of 14 from trick-or-treating. Wow. And this has been in effect for more than 50 years. They had a violent Halloween apparently back in 1968. So supposedly anybody caught getting a $250 fine for trick-or-treating if you're over 14. However, we're thinking this may be some kind of a trick, because in almost 50 years, no one's been arrested, fined, or jailed for illegal trick-or-treating. So here's the deal. We put this up on our Facebook page, and we want to know what you think about banning anyone over the age of 14 from trick-or-treating.
What do you guys think?
How do you enforce that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's just the idea. I hope it's just the idea.
Well, they don't have IDs. I mean,
right.
Inside their costume.
Yeah.
You have to go around with a badge.
Although I do have to say that when we're handing out trick-or-treat candy at our house, and you have grown-ups. I mean, not just teenagers, grown-ups holding out a bag or something. You just want to go, really?
Yeah, and it's not for their kid.
Right.
Yeah, that's not so cool.
I get the most irritated with teens, whoever, they're just not even dressed up.
Oh,
it's like,
don't even
make
try.
an effort.
And it's like a pillowcase for a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
At
doesn't
least
work.
be in the spirit.
Yeah.
You know, I can get it. Teenagers don't want to carry those little pumpkins. You know. That's a little goofy
That's
when you're
uncool.
Yeah, it is a little uncool.
I feel like by the time though you get to 14, at least when I was a kid, I was kind of moved on from trick or treating.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
true.
It's like I'm too cool for school.
Oh well, excuse us.
At least I thought I was. I never really panned out that way.
Just what I love is that in our neighborhood, the whole family dresses up.
Yeah.
So the mom and the dad, they wear the costumes, but they bring the little ones to the front porch, and that's really, really fun. All right, so being outside today may be a little challenging for everybody. We've got some 15, 20, 25 mile per hour winds, and even a couple of spots like Nellis had 36-mile-an-hour gusts early this morning. 64 at Sunrise Mountain, 63 on the Strip, 62 in Spring Valley. So temperatures aren't as chilly yet because the air is stirring around with these winds. By tonight, when things calm down, so tomorrow morning, we're going to be down in the upper 40s and low 50s. So it'll be noticeably cooler to start off your Friday morning than what we've got right now. 55 at Red Rock, 61 in Boulder City, 55 in Kingman. Still some low 70s in Laughlin. Laughlin's going to have some very strong north winds today. In fact, I saw sustained winds in the last hour at 36 miles an hour. That's sustained winds. That's very, very strong winds. All right, very chilly air with snow in the Rockies. We've got fire weather warnings all through California, and they've already got trouble in Northern California up in Sonoma County, wine country. They've had a huge fire that's just that broke out, and they have not been able to get any containment. This is around Geyserville. This is a beautiful little area by the Russian River where they had a huge wildfire earlier later last year. It was about a year ago, and oh my gosh, it did so much damage in the same area around Highway 128. So you can see that they've had pictures, they've been trying to get video. There are hundreds of firefighters already on this fire that's grown to 10,000 acres. Mandatory evacuations trying to get people out of harm's way. Northerly gusts, as I said, up to 50 miles an hour along the river. Red flag warnings as well as wind advisories. So really, I'd stay out of that area today if you don't need to be out there. 74 degrees, noticeably cooler. 77 is normal. So this is just kind of an adjustment by Mother Nature to get temperatures back where they should be. Upper 70s tomorrow, lesser wind. And look at Saturday. We're right back to 82. But the next wave of cooler air is really going to settle in and drop us into the 60s. Mornings in the 40s. And that pretty much should last through Halloween. I don't know how Mother Nature does it. She must look at the calendar and go, oh yeah, it's Halloween. We need to get much cooler now.
Flip the switch.
Man, it happens.
You and I talk about this, Sherry, every year. It's weird. Okay, something that's not weird. We have a pretty good looking overall traffic map, but there is a crash in the Rainbow Curve, which could be a deal breaker. However, the good news is the freeway itself is doing okay. Summerlin Parkway to get onto the South 95 could be an issue, but mainly this is for folks on Rainbow, northbound or southbound, trying to get onto the 95. So here you see the freeway itself. It's moving around the Rainbow Curve. This crash is on the ramp from Rainbow to get onto the southbound 95. Also, we wanted to make sure you know that you can still get to Red Rock Canyon, even though access from Charleston is closed at Sky Vista because of that fatal helicopter crash yesterday. All you have to do is find your way around from the other side. You get down to Highway 160 and work your way up. We'll have much more as we continue to follow the story of that fatal helicopter crash throughout the morning. John, Alex?
Nate, thank you. It's 5:19. Coming up next, gaining back the public trust. We'll tell you what a new report shows about the FAA after 2 deadly plane crashes involving Boeing.
Plus, are you ready for the holidays? Several stores are. They're ready to launch their holiday deals. We'll tell you what Target and Walmart have.
Purchases of $500 or more on the Big O card.
Welcome back. The FAA faces new challenges due to the Boeing 737 MAX jets.
And several big box stores are ready already to start their holiday deals. Oh my gosh, is this
too soon?
Mariah Carey?
It is.
Diane King Hall live from Wall Street this morning. Diane, we're already talking holiday shopping. Wow. It's too early for this.
Oh, yes.
It's like 90 degrees here.
No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not.
All
We're
right.
fine. It's maybe too early for, oh my goodness. And yes, of course, little Mariah Carey holiday action, right? Is that Mariah Carey? Yes.
Yes.
So, okay, it is not too early to talk about the holidays.
Okay.
I am going to bookmark that and come back to that.
Okay.
All right, so let's do a recap of stocks. I get all the feels when I talk about the holidays. So stocks closed higher yesterday. The Dow rose 45 points. The Nasdaq added 15 and the S&P 500 gained 8. A new report says the FAA must restore public confidence in aircraft certification efforts after 2 deadly crashes involving Boeing 737 MAX. According to Reuters, the report by the Transportation Department's Inspector General said the FAA faces a, quote, significant oversight challenge to ensure that companies maintain high standards and comply with safety regulations. And Target has unveiled its holiday plans. The retailer will offer free shipping for items bought between November 1st and December 22nd. No minimum purchase is required. Rival Walmart is kicking off its holiday shopping season with deals starting tomorrow. Walmart says it plans to have more exclusive toys this year and visits from Santa. John and Alex.
Maybe actually I should have a different thought process here because I never get gifts on time. Maybe if I start thinking about the holidays now.
So that you might, I know. Now look, to be fair, I haven't done my you know, my Christmas holiday shopping yet, you know, but yeah, no, you got to give some gifts on time for those.
Well, before we get to the holidays, we do need to talk.
You're all like December 26th. Here you go.
So before we talk about the holidays more, we do need to talk about Halloween, which is right around the corner. Let's switch gears.
Yes.
We all hate those bumps in the night.
Indeed.
A new survey apparently shows for some people, though, those bumps in the night are more than just random noises.
Huh.
I know. So nearly 60% of people who have lived in a haunted house say they did not know it was haunted before they moved in. That's according to this new survey by Realtor.com. The majority of respondents said strange noises and shadows tipped them off, followed by items moving on their own, guys. But 37% say they knew it was haunted beforehand and moved in anyway, Alex and John.
Gosh, why would you do that?
Right? The 37% are crazy. No. If I find out beforehand, no, absolutely not. And if I see an item moving, I am gone. Gone, girl.
Yep.
I'm out.
Well, whenever I've looked at places, I've always asked, did anything happen here? If you feel something weird, you just, you avoid.
Good question. I like that. Did anything happen here? That is a good question.
They should have something on like Zillow when you're looking for houses. It says like, it's like a check mark, like haunted, yes or no.
Yes.
Weird history.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that's a good one, John. Haunted, yes or no?
All right. Thanks, Diane. Have yourself a haunted Thursday.
Yeah. Thanks, Diane. Stay out of haunted houses.
No, okay.
Thank you, though.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
Bye.
All right, it is now 5:26. Can I get a drum roll, please? Popeyes.
What'd you know?
Those thieves are bringing back their chicken sandwich. They stole our idea.
Yes, they did.
They stole our idea.
Look it. They actually found the bread and the chicken. They put it back together. We'll tell you when you can get it. That's next.
More lawyer, less fee.
Now on Good Day, investigators still on scene of that helicopter crash near Red Rock. Why Nevada Highway Patrol says this crash is unusual.
Another round of blackouts in Northern California trying to prevent more wildfires. How long the current outage up there could last.
And Sherry's tracking the winds here in Southern Nevada. That's coming up in your Weather Now forecast.
Good Day Las Vegas starts right now.
Now, live. This is Good Day Las Vegas.
And good morning to you. It is 5:30. I'm Alex Backus.
I'm John Langland. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to be out at Halloween with Opportunity Village later on in the program. But for the last little bit, you and I have been talking about haunted houses and how much you're a fan of them.
Oh, yeah.
And as a new arrival here to Las Vegas, you're looking for one quite significantly. No?
No, I'm not.
Okay, fine.
Well, John was telling me he featured the Clown Motel.
In Tonopah.
Yeah.
Sherry, that is a scary, frightening place.
Yes, I avoided it. I intentionally avoid all of those places. At all costs. Yes. Yeah. And speaking of costs, I will not pay to be scared out of my wits. No. I'm just not going to do it. That's all there is to it. There's plenty of those haunted houses around. We're going to be haunted by these northerly winds all day long. Last night they were howling up over 30 miles an hour in some areas. You might find trash and whatnot. I bet your pool needs to be cleaned by today, that's for sure. Nellis still is getting some 30-mile-per-hour winds. They had 36 last night. And then we still, a lot of neighborhoods, 15 to 20. This is all behind that cold front that's moved through. It is providing dry, gusty winds and dangerous winds. Already there's a huge wildfire that has been spreading in Northern California. We'll have more on that in this half hour. 68 by 10 o'clock. We definitely have a temperature adjustment thanks to this cold front. Will only wind up in the mid-70s today. So still comfortable, but the annoying winds will be with us today. 5:32 onto the roads. Let's check in with Nate. Good morning.
Good morning, Sherry, and good morning to you. You're getting up and at 'em here on your pre-Friday. The overall traffic map is looking good, but there's a problem getting onto the southbound US 95 from around the Rainbow Curve. Now, the freeway itself is open, and you can get onto the South 95 from north or southbound Rainbow, but there's a pretty bad crash there, and it is a really slow go. You have to wiggle to the left. So this is the 95 going around the Rainbow Curve. That's fine. The accident is on the ramp from Rainbow to get onto the South 95. Just be very careful going through there. Meantime, yes, you can still get to Red Rock Canyon following yesterday's fatal helicopter crash. Now, Charleston, the way folks normally get there, is closed at Sky Vista. It does open up again at Calico Basin. So here is how you do go ahead and get to Red Rock Canyon. You have to get down to the south on Highway 160. You can get there from Decatur, Rainbow, Buffalo, or Durango and Fort Apache. And you take 160 and kind of come up around the other way. And this morning we are learning a little bit more about the victims of yesterday's deadly helicopter crash there near Red Rock Canyon. Our Hector Mejia is live on the scene where Charleston is closed with what we know so far. Hector?
Nate, NHP confirmed it was the pilot who died, a 53-year-old man holding an ID from Connecticut, the second victim in his late 20s, and at last check, still at the hospital fighting critical injuries. And we've learned both victims were on board a Robinson R-44 helicopter when it went down near the Red Rock Visitor Center yesterday afternoon. This morning, the FAA still collecting fragments of the crash left scattered along Highway 159. Nevada Highway Patrol say quick-acting witnesses were first to help out the victims. Highway 159 is a highly traveled area, as you know, by tourists during the day.
Something like this you don't see every day, but we did have, as rare as this is, we had Good Samaritans come to the aid of both people who were on board, and they were on the phone with 911 and they were getting direction from medical on what they needed to do to help these people out.
Still no word about what may have caused the helicopter to come down, and as you can see here live behind me, that stretch of Highway 159 still closed this morning. We'll have updates for you throughout the day. We'll also let you know as soon as we learn more from the FAA, which is leading the investigation. Reporting live this morning, Hector Mejia, 8 News Now.
All right, Hector, thank you very much for that. This morning, the deaths of a mother and son discovered after a house fire have been ruled a murder-suicide. The details surfaced after the case appeared in Metro Police's homicide records. 47-year-old Renee Palmer and 6-year-old Gavin Palmer both died in that blaze. This happened about 2 weeks ago now near Oakey and Cimarron. Fire officials say that fire started in and was contained to the second-floor bedroom. Sherry?
Well, this morning, power is shut off to thousands of PG&E customers across areas of Northern California, making this the second massive blackout in 2 weeks. The outages are to prevent any more wildfires from starting. Unfortunately, that was not the case last night. Laura Podesta reports.
As wildfires light up the night sky in Northern California, the lights are out nearby to prevent more fires, and residents say they're getting used to living without electricity.
I think we are a little bit more prepared this time, knowing what may happen and how long it went last time.
This time around, I was prepared. I didn't have to go buy a generator. I already had it in place.
For the second time in about 2 weeks, power was shut off in counties near San Francisco. California's largest utility, Pacific Gas and Electric, said it's being done as a precaution because the ongoing hot, windy weather can toss leaves and debris into power lines, sparking flames.
It's not a decision that we take lightly. We stand by the recent public safety power shutoff we did, but we certainly recognize areas where we can make improvements.
PG&E said the current outages will last about 48 hours, but the weather forecast shows a likelihood of another planned blackout across a much larger area starting Saturday, when even heavier winds are expected to move through. Laura Podesta, 8 News Now.
It's 5:36 now. This weekend is Pill Take Back Day. It's a safe way to get rid of some old or unused medications you may have in your home.
And here's a list right now of several locations here in the Valley you can drop them off. Now, this is on Saturday, this coming Saturday, October 26th. And the event will accept pet medications as well. Make sure you mark the name out of your pill container when you drop it off. And here's a list of what not to bring: aerosols, liquids, and needles. For a full list of the drop-off locations, just go to 8newsnow.com. Alex?
John, 1 year ago today, Metro Police and NHP teamed up for a DUI strike team, and later today, we will get an update on their progress. So earlier this week, the team announced it made more than 1,000 arrests since October 24th of last year. Deadly DUI crashes are down about 70% from this same time last year. We will stream today's announcement at 3 p.m. on our Facebook page and online at 8newsnow.com.
5:37 here on your Thursday morning. So are you and your children ready for a spooktacular time?
Well, Opportunity Village's Halloween returns for a 7th season, and our Bianca Holman is there live, where apparently there's a haunted jungle. Ooh. Bianca, good morning.
Boom.
Hey, Alex, yeah, I heard you like haunted houses. You'll love this magical forest. And take a look at this little candy corn. This is probably how people feel about candy corn, but personally, I love candy corn. This forest is filled with ghosts, witches, spiders. Kids, when they come, they can get snacks too and trick or treat. We're gonna go trick or treating. I got my little pot here, my bag. Trick or treat. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Casey. And so she's with Opportunity Village. So Casey, this is the 7th year. What can people expect if they've never come out here to Opportunity Village and your Halloween experience?
So it's a super kid-friendly event. I mean, everyone who comes in, they get a Halloween bag, and the kids can go around and trick-or-treat all throughout the park. And we have 17 trick-or-treat stations this year. Anyone who enters, they get to be a part of the escape rooms, our last ride coffin experience. So there's a lot of great things for people to enjoy when they come here.
Yeah, awesome. And then it takes several people to put on this production, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's about 100 volunteers a night we need to operate the forest. And actually next week, our Halloween week, especially Halloween night, we're in our most dire need for volunteers. So anyone who wants to come out and help us out, it's a great time you get to experience with kids and make them happy, which is the best part. So they can go to opportunityvillage.org and find out more about volunteering.
Definitely. So of course, if you have the time to volunteer, come in, put in that work, sign up because they need your help. But also, if you do come and participate and come for the fun, all these proceeds go right back to Opportunity Village, right?
That's correct. Every penny of it goes back to Opportunity Village to support our programs and services for our clients.
And before we go, let's go ahead and give people the update on times, dates, cost, all those details.
Yeah, so again, $15 for general admission. That gets you into the park, the forest, the escape room, the last coffin ride. $22 for passports, which includes all of the other rides, unlimited access. And then we're open nightly from now until Halloween from 5:30 p.m. every night.
All right. So I know you're probably making your plans for the weekend or okay, what am I going to take my kids to? There's something for everybody around the valley, and that something is right here at Opportunity Village for their Halloween experience. And so we'll, of course, be sharing more about what's happening out here with the rides and the ghosts and the witches. Oh, wait, there goes Little Shop of Horrors. I love that movie. Don't you love it? Oh, Seymour and Audrey. All right. Well, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio and start exploring more of this magical forest.
That is so beautiful.
I love how the good people at Opportunity Village can turn what is also Santa's Village, the holiday village for the holiday season, which is a beautiful festive thing, into this haunted place where you can take coffin rides.
Yes, and be traumatized.
Yes, it's a fantastic event. We'll catch up with Bianca a little bit later on this morning.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks, Bianca. All right, it's 5:41. An Ohio teenager is getting big support to help the homeless.
Coming up, we'll tell you the big brand names that are contributing to her mission.
Plus, it's something that we've been waiting for and talking about. Popeyes chicken sandwich. Guess what?
See, they have bread.
They have bread.
They found the bread.
It's back. We'll tell you when you'll be able to.
Beat any price in town while offer lasts.
5:44 on your Thursday morning. Trending now. Hey, do you know Sam up on the third floor?
Oh, yeah.
Send him a beer. Literally, this happened. There's a sign in a bar in Michigan. Above the bar on the 3rd floor, there's a media company. We don't know exactly what. It says Media Place. Anyway, one of the guys there got the idea to make the sign after seeing some commercials during a soccer game. As soon as he put up that sign, he started getting beer after beer after beer.
It's a fun story that kind of lives within Beer City, and I think everybody around here appreciates getting a beer purchased for them every once in a while.
Yeah, I think everyone does appreciate getting a beer once in a while. Yeah. And they're keeping a track of all the beers that have been bought for Sam, even when he's not in his office. But Sam's doing the right thing, keeps a tip jar on his desk to give to the folks who bring him the beers from downstairs. And the bar is now trying to put together a beer in honor of Sam. They're going to call it Third Story Sam Beer.
So this is all for free? People are just buying him beer?
I guess.
Apparently.
Wow, we
I'm
should
telling
try
you,
this.
you put a sign up and people will do. All right, also
Here's
trending.
a sign, right?
Yeah, also trending. Popeyes is ready to bring back its popular chicken sandwich. Remember that? All right, Bloomberg reports that about 150 Popeyes locations will offer the chicken sandwich early next month. The fast food chain also plans to hire, get this, an additional 400 employees to keep up with the demand. The chicken sandwich debuted back in August, instantly sold out. People were driving through, buying sacks full, and then they didn't have any for the rest of us because we didn't get to taste it.
True, and as we have discussed and we've addressed ad nauseum, we had the idea of bringing your own bread when they do inevitably run out of sandwiches.
Right.
So,
And didn't they start doing that?
I think they did.
Yes.
I wonder how that went.
Yeah.
Well, probably not good because they're hiring a bunch of people to work.
checks in the mail.
Probably bacon bread.
But this has backfire written all over it. This said 150 locations. I'm guessing they have more than 150 locations across the country.
Don't you think?
And when you go to one that isn't offering the sandwich, how's that going to go?
It's not.
Bring the solution.
Just bring your own bread.
The solution to all of this. Bring your own bread. It's a trademark idea. Bacchus Langler Productions. We're waiting for our check from
in the mail.
Popeyes.
Okay.
Maybe we can put up a sign.
Longtime viewers will know.
It won't be a check. You'll get a coupon for a free chicken sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
In Pittsburgh.
Right. In a neighboring state.
Right.
You just have to drive to go get it. Oh my goodness. Hey, we've got a lot of wind flying around out there, and that is just definitely blowing things around. It's not as chilly as it's going to be tomorrow morning when the winds calm down, but this is a cold front that is ushering in some cooler air, and it will adjust our temperatures instead of those extra warm 80s, which I didn't hear anybody really complaining about, but it will bring us in line with where we should be for daytime highs more in the 70s. It's 61 degrees though right now, 16% humidity, and I tell you, Nate's trash can, Nate, if you didn't secure your trash can, it's going to blow right over into the neighbor's yard. So I would say if you've got a trash can like Nate's, I would make sure that you secure it today because we are looking at some 30 to 35 mile per hour winds. And that should, that's about midday when we're going to get those winds. So Nate, I hope you didn't have anything revealing in your trash can because it's going to be dumped all over your neighbor's yard. All right. If you can, though, maybe put out some trash bags. We are looking at some winds. Again, there will be some isolated areas, 30 to 35 miles an hour, and maybe 50-mile-an-hour winds along the river today. We've got wind advisories posted for that area. All right, 74. Remember, yesterday we were 85, so it is a significant drop. 77 is normal, and tomorrow morning we're going to be down in the low 50s, upper 40s, and that's all thanks to this cooler air in behind the cold front. Unfortunately, it is providing very dry, gusty winds for areas of California. This is the Kinkaid Fire, which broke out last night around 9 o'clock in Sonoma County, and it just exploded with 75+ mile-per-hour winds. It has zero containment. They have not been able to get a handle on this fire. This is close to Geyserville up in Sonoma County, and it is burning rapidly, and they're going to try and see if they can get some kind of containment today. But the winds, it's such dry, windy conditions that it's just they're going to have such a hard time. So those are all fire weather warnings in areas of red, and we have our own to worry about over into northwest Arizona, out at Lake Mead, and all down the river, along with a wind advisory. So be safe in those areas today, please. And all of us just need to be really aware of the dry, gusty winds across southern Nevada. 5:49. Let's get to the roads with Nate.
All right, Swansk.
What?
trash talk.
Yeah.
That was trash talk right there.
I guess you're gonna get me back.
The good news, our trash day was yesterday.
Oh, nice day.
We're good. Really tough time getting onto the South 95 from either southbound or northbound Rainbow. Pretty bad crash there. Once in a while they're stopping access. Here's the Rainbow curve itself. So the freeway is fine. It's just getting onto there that is a problem. Now coming up in the next half hour, we'll continue to keep you posted on how you can still get to Red Rock Canyon even while they investigate yesterday's fatal crash. That's coming up throughout Good Day Las Vegas. Alex?
All right, yeah, we'll have that in just a bit. Thanks, Nate. So this morning, Disneyland is warning guests about another possible measles exposure. A person infected with the virus visited the park back on October 16th. That person was on Disney property all day long. Measles can spread through coughing and sneezing and can live for up to 2 hours in the air. CDC says the U.S. is dealing with its largest measles outbreak since 1992. 5:49 now. A 12-year-old girl in Ohio is helping the homeless before the winter season.
But she's not doing it alone. She's getting some help from some top dogs of business. Abriella Ruby has emailed executives and CEOs all around the country. So far, she's received $5,000 worth of donations from Dick's Sporting Goods, $3,000 in items from LL Bean. Other corporations are jumping in as well.
Our goal was to hand out about 20 or 30 bags, but now we know we're up to 100. It makes me feel really happy. I'm just hoping that it really helps them out, and when people are, like, you can tell when they're really happy to get something.
That's so sweet and so thoughtful. She's not stopping there. Ruby plans to debut a music video to help raise donations through GoFundMe and an Amazon wish list. And then she'll deliver the donations to the homeless community where she lives next month.
How fantastic.
Great work. Great work. Coming up here on CBS this morning, singer Bruce Springsteen out with a concert film called Western Stars.
Yeah, it's a nod to classic Hollywood westerns, and Gayle King sat down with him at his barn in New Jersey where the concert film was all recorded. In the film, he shares his story and some of his life struggles.
I think after all the years of reflection and struggle that you have, I think people would be surprised that you sit here today and you still find it a struggle, still.
It never stops. I mean, never? No, of course not. That's life. You know, life, it's that way till you go into the box. I don't think it's supposed to stop. You know, you're constantly in the midst of examining your life and you know, learning new things and hopefully getting better at it. But
I know, but Bruce, I want to get to the point where I don't want struggle anymore. I just don't. Honestly, I just don't.
When you get there, let me know. Let me know how you got there. All right.
Is that not the fanciest barn you've ever seen?
It's a proper barn.
It is. Western Stars features Springsteen's first collection of new music since 2012. He also calls the film a love letter to his wife of 28 years. Much more on his interview coming up on CBS this morning, right after Good Day Las Vegas. That looks really good.
Yes.
5:51 now, and we are expecting some gusty winds before a drop in temperatures.
Sherry has your 7-day forecast. Nate's keeping an eye on the roads. You're watching